to the front.
Big E is definitely in the building.
What up, yo?
Big H is definitely in the building. Dante Little Rothstein is definitely in the building.
Yo.
Crazy ass Dre is definitely in the building. And I'm Soup, and welcome to Superstars of Sports. But before we start the show, we need 4 things now. It used to be 3, but now it's 4.
It's 4. We asking a lot of y'all. Like, comment, share, subscribe. Only take about a half second for each one. Like the post, click that share button, leave a quick comment what you think. Subscribe so that way we know you're a faithful listener. You can catch us everywhere here on our YouTube channel as you are tuned in right now. Superstars of Sports Podcast on YouTube. You can find us the audio version on all your DSPs, Google Play, Spotify, Apple Pods, and now you can catch us again on Spinwax Radio on your online streaming music services. Once again, as you're searching online for Spotify, Google Play, you go underneath the War Room Sports banner. Shout out to my man Dev over there. Appreciate the love. Spotify, all that. Spinwax on your streaming radio services, and of course here we are on YouTube. So with that being said, let's get right into it. H. I want to start. Congratulations, sir.
My man.
Your team put it on me. For those that are faithful followers, yes, I paid off the bet. He had a tremendous cheesesteak.
Great cheesesteak.
So when I make a bet, I pay it off. So all debts are paid off on that. Now we can get into the game.
Yes, sir. Which game you want to talk about?
Talk about your team.
All right. Well,
talk about your team.
Man, it was a good game. I seen more questions for the Eagles than I seen for the Bucks. I have some concerns. If y'all had a better quarterback, there was plays to be made.
Oh.
My defense was slipping in certain areas. If y'all would have had a better quarterback, there were plays to be made.
Okay.
Other than that, I have nothing really to say about my guys.
Yeah. It was a 2-7 matchup. It was a reason why it was a 2-7 matchup.
Only thing I didn't like is that I felt as though the Eagles were going to put up a better fight.
I thought so too.
I thought the fight was bad. You could go coaching, you can go quarterback, you can go combination, you can go a little bit of defensive coach. I don't know, but it was a mess. It was a mess. It was all over the place.
I think there was a lot of rookie mistakes on all levels. Like, although I've been here on the pod all year since we've been doing it, praising the coaching staff, I think there was a lot of rookie mistakes there with the game planning.
I agree.
Right, so I don't think they had they were not ready for your what I just call basic. For those that don't really get into sports, just your smothered defense, right? Mm-hmm. You guys brought 9 guys up into the box and said, hey, we know you're the number 1 rushing team in the league. We're not just going to let you run the ball on us, right? So we're going to make Jalen Hurts, the passer, beat us, right? So I don't think the game plan was ready for that. Obviously, that was what my biggest knock on Hurts all year. It was being a thrower. Mm-hmm. But I don't think Sirianni was ready quick enough. Of course, the defensive coordinator I hate. Right, came out. I don't even understand how he's getting head coaching interviews.
I was just getting ready to say he took that.
But I hope somebody's dumb enough to hire him, because if not, I want him fired.
Preferably the Giants, right?
No. Like, send him to Houston, send him wherever. I'll just help him pack his bags, bro. Yeah. I just want him out of here. But I mean, I don't think we could have won the game, because I think Brady could do anything he wanted when he wanted it against the defense. But I definitely felt like there was a lot of plays to be made out there. Early on, just there Quez Watkins running down the middle of the field wide open, that any other quarterback could see the safeties were split, and he was running straight down there. The interception in the end zone when Devontae Smith was actually open for like 7 seconds before he finally let it.
That was crazy.
Right, like gave him the safety enough time to get over there and pick it off.
That was crazy.
Just a lot of those type of plays. Not even throwing to Devontae Smith until the second half, like Aikman was saying on the broadcast. There's a lot of fundamental throwing issues that I've said he's had from the very beginning, because when it comes to playoff time, your teams are super scouted, right? Like the Bucks knew they're going inside runs with Howard, they're going outside runs with Miles Sanders, they're going quick dump balls.
They didn't even run with Howard that much. I had him as my.
They did not, because I think he's still nursing that shoulder injury. That's the injury that has kept him from really getting another job at other places. Remember, he went to Miami, he was on the practice squad. Coming out of college, he had known for having bad shoulders. Yeah. And when he's healthy, he's averaging 6 yards a clip. But it seems like every year he catches a stinger, and he's just not the same. Same thing happened at the end of the year last year.
But it still seemed like the coach didn't stick to the running game. Started working the second half of the year for y'all. He got there. He did a couple runs, but then he was like, I understand y'all down.
You guys went. So Todd Bowles has been running the cover 3 defense for 18 years now, right?
Yeah.
But what he switched it up was he actually took one of your slower linebackers out, right, and brought another safety in.
Yeah.
Right? So he is athletic enough to what? Chase down Jalen Hurts on the runs, right? So they were either spying him with Devin White, right? Or I forgive me for this guy's name, but your rookie linebacker number 9. You kind of use him like
I don't know his name, but I love that kid.
He's out of the University of Washington.
Yeah,
he has a double name. And he's kind of like an athletic freak. Sometimes he lines up as DN. Sometimes he's out of outside back.
He's making a lot of noise at DN.
So they used him as a spy on Hurts as well. So they had Devin White on one part of the read option, taking out the running back. And they had this athletic kid, number 9, watching Jalen Hurts on the backside. So it was forced us to throw a lot of those bubble screens. Problem is, they weren't scared of anything downfield.
Nah.
So they were up on the line of scrimmage to erase the bubble screens. And here we go.
What about your man, Jalen Rader?
Oh.
I mean, and me personally, because I feel like once they started loading the box, just throw the ball.
Yeah. The problem was they could.
No, but what I'm saying is, even if he's going to throw a bad pass, throw the ball. That's the football play, is to throw the ball, whether he makes the completion or not. I feel like this, as a defensive coordinator on the other side, once I see that they're willing to throw the ball, it's going to back some of that up.
Absolutely.
Right.
And I felt like by the time he adjusted, the game was out of control.
For some reason, he reverted back to what he used to say early in the podcast, just a one look. He was looking at guys.
And he was trying to run.
And he was trying to run. He didn't scan the field. He didn't check off.
Did anybody else notice how every pass was high as well?
Yeah.
Oh, sitting up there.
Everything was high.
Everything was high. Now, of course, the wind was blowing, but like I'm on the strength of more of he was trying to throw it hard, right? You ever take something, you try to throw it real hard, and it kind of takes off on you? He was trying to put some zip on it, but he just doesn't have the arm strength.
If he doesn't develop the Drew Brees, or I'm gonna take it back to Steve Young, because Steve Young didn't have the best arm either.
Okay.
If he don't develop what they started, the accuracy and intelligence of the game, he's done.
But it's not even just accuracy, because he don't see the field.
Yeah.
Well, Sunday he didn't see the field.
That's why I say about intelligence, though.
Because even like throws that he made, it was an easier throw underneath to somebody that was wide open.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
He's not making a smart play.
Yeah, he wasn't making a smart play. I've been defending him all year. I can't defend him on that.
So I don't know. While we were in the pre-production mode, there's a clip that came out from NFL Films that they use on Showtime, and you had guys that just sacked Hurts, and they give you the sideline view, and you see some of your defensive backs, Winfield Jr., Richard Sherman's over there, although he didn't play, but he was there, and the DB coach came up to him and said, "Hey, keep moving around. He can't read us. He's going to throw you one."
Yeah.
So he was telling him, "Look, he can't read the defense.
Yeah.
He doesn't know what we're doing. Keep moving before the snap to confuse him, and he's going to throw you one."
Yeah.
And what did he do? He threw 2 interceptions.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So the tape is out, right? So they say tape is out that he's not really reading defenses. That if we ain't running the ball for 200 yards, he can't throw to beat you.
Can he be coached up, or is it all on him?
So I don't want to say he can't be coached up because he's already made improvements. Can he be coached? Can he coached up to be a franchise quarterback? I do not think so.
Just serviceable. He don't have to be a franchise to win you a Super Bowl, right?
So I think last week I gave you my comparison, maybe 2 weeks ago. To me, this guy at his max is Teddy Bridgewater or Tyrod Taylor.
Yeah, that's not good enough.
Right, and to me that's not. I'm not playing for that. Like as a fan, I don't want that to be the peak of what my quarterback play is.
But then you back at, we gonna keep making the playoffs, but you
right. We're back at always being the 7th seed, always being the 6th seed, having to go on the road. Right, and Tyrod Taylor, Teddy Bridgewater, they look great in 3-4 game stints when they were a backup and they would take over for a starter. But every time they go someplace, almost instantly that team is looking for a better one because the coaches see it. Like Tyrod Taylor led the Baltimore Ravens to the playoffs one year. They were like, you know what? We need Joe Flacco. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Or we need Lamar Jackson. Teddy Bridgewater looked great in New Orleans when Breeze got hurt those couple of years, right? So he goes to Carolina. He stayed in Carolina 1 year, and they say, you know what?
Bye-bye.
Let's go try Sam Darnold because we've seen what the best of this guy is, and the best is just middle of the pack.
When you have a quarterback like a Bridgewater or a Tyrod or even a Hurts, everything else got to be right.
That's my problem.
And
Yes, you're right.
If it's not, like I said, we don't watch Trent Dilfer win the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
I watched Brad Johnson.
Yeah.
Probably a better quarterback than Trent Dilfer.
Yeah.
But
Why
all
did
he
they
did
win Super Bowls?
Everything around him was right.
They had one of the greatest defenses of all time, right? And they had a strong running game, and they had a good coach that could game plan.
Offensively, we didn't really rely on him. We just
don't turn the ball over.
Make mistakes.
Right? Give it to Michael Pittman. Right. Give it to Allstott, work
that's
done.
That's it.
Every now and then hit Joe Jurevicius over the middle. Right. And guess what? The defense is going to turn the ball over. The defense is going to give us short fields. Don't turn it over. And what's the old football saying? If you end every series with a kick, you're doing fine.
You're doing great.
Either extra point, field goal, or punt.
You're
As
doing
long as
great.
we're not turning the ball over.
You're doing great.
Because that defense is not going to give up
That means
anything.
we're in this game.
Any other team that won Super Bowls, the quarterback is the best player on the team.
For what it's worth, I thought your defense was doing an alright job because it didn't get out of hand until after the 17th point. What I mean by that is
it didn't get out of hand until he dropped that punt.
Yeah, but it was already.
Like, just so much stuff
before after the 17th point, y'all a touchdown would change that whole momentum, change it.
Right, but that's what I say. When you have 17-0,
to me, what killed it was 17-0.
What they was on around the 50?
It was 7. Well, what killed it to me is the 17-0, and we threw the pick in the end zone.
That was
because if we scored that touchdown,
once he did that
at halftime,
it was over,
and then we get the ball first again.
That's
what
I
said both.
And on top of that,
the whole team
you're second a quarterback who ain't been sacked a lot this year.
And why is that? Do we hurt your best?
No, I understand, but you're getting to him.
Yeah, no, right.
So like offensively,
4 times.
He got hit 4 times.
Yeah.
He made Kerrigan look like they want to give him a contract again.
Yeah. I thought we brought Kerrigan from the Washington football team back. I said, who is this guy?
And the report says Tom Brady was letting the ball go at 2.3 seconds.
And we were still getting to him.
And it got to him.
Yeah.
2.3
the
seconds.
The defense played exhibit that did, if you ask me. I mean, can we get better in certain areas? 100% yes.
Yes.
The defense,
but
for the line that we have,
y'all did y'all job.
Yeah,
and you gotta understand, Boy had a life-threatening injury or surgery a couple days.
That's what.
Yeah, missing him. And then dickhead Barnett, who I'm going to say is a dickhead. But I don't think it was a penalty, but he's just a dickhead every time he turns around.
Always follows him.
You watch any Eagles game, you hear defensive rushing the pass. You could be in the kitchen.
I know
it's Barnett.
I know and it's like, why do you keep doing this shit? Like, why? Like, what's up?
He's not disciplined.
No, I wonder is he working with the bookies? I don't know what's up with this dude. No, y'all, I'm thinking way past this right now. I'm thinking way past this now. You working with the bookies, bro? No, sir, you working with the bookies.
You working with the boys.
He's trying to take some information.
Yeah, what's going on with this boy?
That's great.
I'm talking about the whistle been blown twice and he's still hitting people.
Yeah, you almost got no fight with your boy Brady later in the game. You think maybe he was letting them know, hey, I'm the one that recovered the fumble in that Super Bowl? A little something like, hey, remember me? I'm the one that picked up that fumble in the Super Bowl.
It's always something with him, yo.
Since we going there, there's always something with him. There's always something with the Dallas Cowboys.
Woo. Listen, if I'm being honest,
we said that last week though.
If I'm being honest,
you picked them, didn't you?
I did.
Yeah, I told you.
No, I thought the 49ers would win, but I think I might have picked the Cowboys on camera. But
I was mad up to about 3:30, 4 o'clock, right? And Eagles season's over. I'm pissed off about X, Y, Z. That Cowboys game started. San Fran got to a big lead. I was like, this doesn't feel too bad. Like, cause I had a lot of expectations. Then I seen how the Cowboys lost. I almost felt like the Eagles won.
Even though Jimmy G tried to give him the game.
But I'm gonna tell you something.
Had no business throwing that ball.
But I'm gonna tell you something.
Twine,
Jimmy and Jalen like this to me.
Jimmy.
Yeah. Well,
that's dead serious.
That is
like this.
But you know what?
Jimmy got
You're not too far.
You're not too far off.
Jimmy got better arm.
H, I'm gonna tell you something. Watch more games. They like this, bro. They like this. I'm telling you.
He's right
because you too
smoke. The reason why I know is because big shout out to my man Jan Anderson. He a big 49ers fan. So I watch a lot of games together.
Yeah.
So I watched a lot of the games. Smoke, Antoine, they all 49ers fans.
Yeah. Yeah, so you're not too far off.
I watched their games. I'm telling you.
That's why they went out.
Like this.
That's why they went out and got Trey Lance.
That's why I said anything can happen. That's why I said anything can happen.
They're hoping Trey Lance can turn into their new version of Colin Kaepernick.
Yeah.
Right. They know that Jimmy G is
he's limited.
He's a little bit better version of a game manager, but he still doesn't have that quality.
Game manager won that.
Right, yeah. And he almost handed that shit right back to the Cowboys with those pictures stuff. You know
he might have been working with the bookies. He tried to give that away.
Yeah. But so not only do the Cowboys lose, but the way that they lose took all the spotlight off the Eagles getting blown out.
Really
and everybody was talking about
because we didn't belong there. That 9-7 wasn't really a 9-7. We didn't beat no team that was over 500 to get to the playoffs. So it's like they didn't even belong there. They didn't deserve to be there.
Like we had to thank the league for expanding the playoffs to 7.
But the Cowboys, division winners,
every year.
What were they?
12-4.
12-4.
No, 12-5 this year. 12-5.
All my Cowboys fans watching, y'all might get mad and cut this video off. It's okay. As long as you already watched it, hit the like button.
Yeah. You might want to skip this one.
Y'all look bad. It's questions all over for y'all. It's coaching. It's the $95 million running back who looks like he ran out of everything.
Yeah.
It's
no, they fed him enough.
Yeah, they fed him enough. Yeah.
I don't want to say it, but the light-skinned quarterback he could just be a 1A game manager.
I ain't gonna front, yo. And we said it through the group text. They always look great during the regular season. When they get to the playoffs, they stink, yo.
Yeah. And that's a staple of Mike McCarthy, right? Because he always had those problems in Green Bay in the playoffs. Like, I still don't understand how you only won one Super Bowl, Aaron Rodgers. Right?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
But you gotta understand something. You're right. His claim to fame is that one Super Bowl. He looks like such a lame duck coach.
Yeah.
That it's crazy. So I watched this dude. I'm like, what do you do?
Like, I don't understand how. Like, you know how we watched the Eagles Bucks game and Aikman the whole time was saying, you know, why are they not getting Devontae Smith the ball X, Y, Z? And I'm watching that game too, and the same thing. Why they not getting CD Lamb the ball? Mm-hmm. Why they not getting CD Lamb the ball?
Why didn't he look at CD Lamb play?
That's what I'm saying.
What was his problem?
To me, that I don't even know that's quarterback play. I don't know if that's the coach trying to coach too hard. You know how sometimes you say you can coach yourself out of who you are, right? Because we know CD Lamb's the best. They know CD Lamb is our best guy, so we're going to go somewhere else. Kind of like the Eagles with Jalen Rager, right? Mm-hmm. Everyone knows we love Devontae Smith. Yeah. Let's try to throw 7 balls.
But if you're the quarterback, forget what I told you. Right. Coach, I'm playing the game.
I need to get him the ball.
I'm going to give him the ball.
It's ridiculous.
He had a beautiful pass to Amari Cooper for a touchdown. That Jones.
Oh, yeah. Ooh, I mean, Jackson has skills, but the problem is he's Romo-esque. Yeah. He comes up small in the big games. And then
I think Romo's a better quarterback.
Could be.
Guess what? I'm not arguing with you tonight.
Could be. Yeah, I'm not going to
argue on Sunday. I'm not arguing with you tonight.
This is the second time Dak lost when they should have won. Didn't they lose in his rookie year when they should have won?
Yeah, I believe so. Yeah.
So we chalked it as him being a rookie.
This is going on. This is going on.
His second year. You're talking about Green Bay?
Green Bay came into Dallas.
Was that when they was 12
Green Bay came into Dallas and kicked a field goal, like a 50-yard field goal to win the game.
So this is second or third time.
Second time I did, yeah.
Listen,
because he missed last year. Dak wasn't there.
On paper, they look good every year. So there's no excuses.
What you say?
On paper, they look good every year.
Right.
So I don't know what's going on.
Because Jerry gonna get names.
Yeah.
But it's and then the quarterback sneak to end the game. That was absolutely like I don't know, like that's Pop Warner football. Right? That is straight Pop Warner football. So here's the science behind that, right? So through the years and learning how to coach coming up, you know, in Pop Warner and then moving to Charlotte and coaching with coaches that coach high level high school and actually college ball. Mm-hmm. I coached along a lot of professional coaches. Now, do I say I'm on their level? Of course not. Right? But I picked up knowledge from them, right? So the quarterback sneak in the 2-minute drill was actually not a bad play to call.
No, it wasn't.
Right? Because what you're trying to do is get as close as possible, because if you're too far out, then all you're running is 4 verticals.
It won't work.
When you get inside closer to 20, you can actually call real play designs and route designs that will get you open in the end zone.
You can do a post 2 verticals and a little slant.
Right.
It could work.
Right.
It could work.
But what I was always taught in coaching in offense is that quarterback sneak, you had to run it with the minimum of 18 seconds, not 14 seconds. And you see what that 4 seconds would have done.
But I'm going to keep it simpler. You can still run that with 14 seconds. 18 is the prime. It's the way you're supposed to do it. With 14, you could have still did it. When you get up and you get tackled, give the ball to the ref.
You got to know.
You have to give the ball. He pushed the ball down.
He pushed the center out the fucking way.
He pushed the ball down.
Get the ball handed to the ref.
It's not live until the ref gets there and touches the ball.
Yeah.
So you take that away by saying ref here, and you get the ball. And now you might have saved yourself a second or two.
Right.
Now you can get this again. It's not saying they would have won the game.
Correct.
But you can get this. You get this Hail Mary.
You're not losing on the spike.
Right.
And it almost goes with the rest of the game, lack of execution and lack of discipline as a team.
I didn't know how they was getting downfield. It just seemed like with no urgency involved.
But I mean, the amount of penalties they had all game, they're the most penalized team, and that comes with coaching. That's no discipline. Just like we say, that's no discipline. But the amount of offsides, like your defensive lineman just lining up in the neutral zone, like that's nothing but attention to detail and discipline.
Yep.
So that comes from the top. And I'm happy Mike McCarthy is in Dallas. I hope he stays there.
But not to say nothing about that. It was a whole lot of time they lined up in the neutral zone the week before, and they wasn't getting called for it.
Against the Eagles.
Yeah. So it's like you said, it's bad habits.
Yeah. Bad habits of not being coached out.
It's just safe to say that these Cowboys fans, y'all like to have an excuse. Y'all gonna latch on to this whole, we lost because of the refs for the rest of the year. Y'all just got a total breakdown from me and my man E on why y'all lost. Forget that ref stuff.
Yeah.
Y'all suck.
And Cowboys fans, thanks for the memes that you gave us all week with the crying fans in the stands. I greatly appreciate
Then
that.
y'all want to beat up the refs and fight the refs.
Yeah, where's the national attention on that? Because let's be real, right?
If that was us.
If that happened in Philly and we throwing water bottles at refs and our own players, because it would have been on Sports Center.
The only difference is they don't have the 500 murders to go along with that.
In Dallas?
No, they're not like us.
They not.
Yeah, that's the only difference.
They get busy.
Like Philly is Philly.
Yeah, but you know that would have been on the news already. They still would be talking about it right now. Should Philadelphia lose its team? Like it would have been some wild shit like that if it was us throwing water bottles at refs and players. And then Jalen Hurts was going to come out and say, "Oh, they was throwing them at the refs. Good for them." Right? Like let our quarterback come out and say it's a good thing that we were throwing stuff on the field, like Dak said against the Cowboys fans. Like that shit, like they would have banned all Philly sports from being in existence.
So they haven't won a playoff game in 20 years, and we can talk about.
No. They won a playoff game.
They won?
Yeah, because they beat Detroit when Matthew Stafford was there.
A playoff.
Yeah, they won 3 playoff games in the last 24 years. Something
Let's
like
talk about the team that just won for the first time in 30 years.
Cincinnati Bengals.
Yeah. That was a good win for Joe Burrow.
Yeah, it was very good.
Cool Joe.
Cool Joe? You like Cool Joe?
Cool Joe.
That was a good game though. That was a real good game.
But
like we said last week, I feel like it could have went either way.
Yeah, you know what? To me, that's your basic 4-5 matchup. Like that's how the game is supposed to be.
Good game.
Right? That's how the 4-5 matchup game should be. A lot of suspense, up and down. Referees might have cost that game a little bit.
I don't like the. Yeah.
But I'm just there's enough plays over.
There was a whistle clearly blown.
Yeah.
And
to me, that's a touchdown anyway. I don't really think that's you know what I'm saying. It came down to a possible field, so that was a great 4-5 game. Shout out to the city of Cincinnati, you know what I'm saying, for finally winning a playoff game.
Cool Joe is something special. They got something.
Who they got in the next round?
They got
They are going to
Tennessee.
They're going to Tennessee.
Tennessee. You picked Tennessee, right?
Yeah.
And I actually go against on that.
I like Tennessee.
I think Cincinnati can beat Tennessee.
Hey, what year Joe Burrow?
I think they can. Second. Yeah.
What year hurt to?
Second.
You see the difference, right?
I
was gonna say, you see the difference.
He's a pure passer though.
Oh,
He's
really?
a real quarterback.
That's kind of what you. Oh, the real quarterback. Okay.
Burrow's coming off an ACL too.
And coming off ACL.
No, I like Burrow in college.
Right.
I like Burrow.
Yeah.
I like Burrow. I'm trying to give
I
him
was
a
even
good
about to say he's better than him
comparison.
in college though.
Huh?
He's better than him in college.
Yeah, he was a better college player.
You know, Joe Burrow really only played one good year of college ball.
Only
But
one.
but
LSU.
That was last year.
No,
he
yeah,
transferred to Ohio State.
Yeah, he transferred from Ohio State.
Who got drafted higher?
Burrow. He's
Burrow.
That's my point. Like I'm saying, he's a better quarterback. I don't even. That's like a comparison that I'm not even going to try to
I
make.
think of a quarterback that I would compare Burrow to.
Justin Herbert, another one that came out in the same draft. Second
No,
year.
I'm thinking about an older guy.
Oh, Jim Kelly. Yeah, I think of course not.
More
for
agile.
Super Bowl.
More agile.
Yeah, but he's a Hall of Famer. It's like, you know what I'm saying?
No, that's
like,
good.
Joe Burrow, like, I got him having a Hall of Fame career.
They saying Brady-esque. I don't want to go there yet.
Now, I personally see more Jim Kelly.
I can.
Like those early '90s teams with Thurman Thomas and Andre Reed and all that. I see a lot of Jim Kelly. I don't see the release of the pure arm strength like Dan Marino. I don't see the pocket elusiveness like Elway. You know what I'm saying? To me, it's more Jim Kelly. Maybe a Dan Fouts.
See, I was gonna give him a poor man's Elway. Poor man's Elway.
Possibly, yeah.
Poor man's.
I just think I always remember Elway's arm.
Can he scramble?
He doing enough to get out the way.
You can see Elway can really scramble.
Elway, that's why I said poor man, because Elway.
like,
I say either Jim Kelly or Dan Fouts.
Okay.
Right, like that's where I'm going with it.
Okay. So then we fly on over to the Buffalo and New England game, and man Josh Allen goes off on them.
Yeah.
But I mean, it was necessary. I told you it was necessary.
Yeah,
They had to let these dudes know, like.
Yeah.
You still don't like Josh Allen?
It's not that I don't like Josh. I think that Josh it's like Josh is one of them dudes. I feel like I root for him. But is he the complete, like you say, quarterback that you're supposed to be? No.
I think he is.
I don't think he is.
What part don't you see? What is the part not complete?
He makes a lot of bad decisions during the game too. That I see. He makes a lot of bad decisions.
Little Brett Favre-esque.
Yeah.
Right?
Gunslinger.
Gunslinger.
He'll take some chances.
Just think he can, because his arm strength, he just think he can make every drill.
Yeah.
But I kind of feel like that's the difference between you having 5 rings and 1.
No.
Okay. I mean, that's not true.
You know what I'm saying?
Listen, I mean, I can't. But if I was starting the franchise tomorrow, and you had a couple,
But I take him over Hurts, yeah.
Forget Hurts.
Yeah, I'll take him over Hurts. I'm not saying that.
You take him over Burrow?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And see, this is
You take him over Justin Herbert?
Yeah.
I mean, but they young boys to me.
Take him over Stafford? You take him over Stafford?
Josh Allen only 4 years in.
You take him over Stafford?
Yeah.
Over Stafford, I don't know.
What?
Oh, Oh yeah, I take him over Stafford.
I just don't know.
You take him over Kyler Murray?
Quickly.
See, I like Kyler.
See, I'm not gonna say Mahomes, Rodgers, or Brady because the answers are obvious.
Mahomes and Allen, other than Rodgers and Brady, Allen and Mahomes is the most completed quarterback you want on your team.
Here we go. I got a good one. I got a good one for you.
Because he won?
Hold on. I got a good one for you. No, because he's light skinned. He's light skinned.
That man is dangerous.
Hey, no, but here we go.
Here we go.
Josh Allen, Deshaun Watson. That's who you want.
Give me
Deshaun.
I'll take
Deshaun.
Deshaun.
Every time. You sure? Like, y'all saying that kind of easy, though.
It is.
Because put it like this, I'm taking Deshaun off of Deshaun the last time I saw him play.
Right, no, I got you.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm still young.
I ain't seen Deshaun.
I'm taking Deshaun.
It is easy.
I'm taking Deshaun.
So, you know I always like to bring things back to the Eagles.
Because I think, and I don't mean to cut you
No,
off, because I think Deshaun's better than Patrick Mahomes. But Patrick won.
Yeah.
But
he's in a better situation.
I think if you would have put Deshaun in that situation,
I'm not mad at that. Yeah, I'm not mad at that.
That's just me.
I see your argument. I see skill-wise.
Because he can play. Like, Deshaun can play, man.
Yeah, he see the field. Like,
yes.
I mean, him and Andre.
Everything we were talking about, we wish Hurts would have.
Yeah.
He has it.
Well, see, I was going to go there, right?
He has
So we go back to I want to just rewind it just a little bit to the Josh Allen thing, right?
Mm-hmm.
And this is where I say why I felt like Hurts can never get to that level, right? Because coming into the NFL, Josh Allen could run, right? Coming out of Wyoming, he could run. He had horrible accuracy.
That was his biggest flaw.
Biggest flaw coming out, right? But what he did have was a rocket.
Yeah.
Right? So you can teach the accuracy, you can teach the fundamentals if the arm strength is there. Jalen Hurts doesn't have the arm strength. So we can get Jalen's feet right and help him read the defense, whatever. But if you can't get the ball there, it doesn't matter. Because to be able to not have the arm strength but to get the ball there, you got to have Drew Brees type accuracy, and you can't teach that. That's just an innate ability that you have, right? Like the Brady's, the Rodgers, the Breezes, the Paytons, they're there for a reason. They're on the Mount Rushmore for a reason. Yeah. Like you can teach accuracy, but you can't teach that level of accuracy, right?
I'm gonna tell you what's gonna have to happen. Jalen gonna have to turn into a little Kobe Bryant, where the rest of his career. He don't have no summers. He don't have no life. He just lives and sleeps and eats football. That's what
I don't like.
That's
this
what
is not I'm not a coach. I'm none of that. And I'm not saying nothing that the football world don't know. But I really hope that he hits up Jordan Palmer and works out with him. I know he has his own trainers. I'm not even gonna lie. Again, I'm giving Hurts credit from game 1 to game 17.
He's way better.
There was a good level of progress. Not enough to take the team to the next level. But if he can get with some of these coaches, I wanted to see him to be able to at least maximize the skill set that he does have. And getting with Jordan Palmer, who is renowned for helping quarterbacks coming out of college refine their technique, I want to see what that will do for him. All the quarterbacks that we just talked about spent a summer with Jordan Palmer. Josh Allen went there, Deshaun Watson went there, Mahomes went there, Herbert went there. Like he's like that guy, right? We know Drew Hanlon from basketball is like the guru for that all these NBA players go to in the all season. Where Jordan Palmer, who is Carson Palmer's younger brother, is kind of like that quarterback guru. That he wasn't really shit on his own in the league, but for some reason he could teach the fundamentals to these quarterbacks. And he worked with Joe Burrow too. So all the names that we talk about, all common denominator was they spent a month or two with Jordan Palmer, either in between the college seasons before they were coming out for the pros, or after they got in the pros and into the all season. So I hope Jalen Hurts goes to see Jordan Palmer.
If he out partying right now, it's over.
You know, I'm not even going to front. I'm going to give Jalen his props. I don't think he's about that life. I think he's about the practice life. I think he's about trying to get better. That's one thing that has endeared him to a lot of Eagles fans coming off of the post Carson Wentz era. Carson Wentz never really had that demeanor that people wanted to follow him or be behind him.
The team love him.
You know, like once the season was over, he was out there hunting ducks or deer. You know what I'm saying? Doing cowboy South Dakota shit. Jalen Hurts, I think, is all about getting better as a player.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I agree with you. I agree with you on everything you said. Man, he got a long road. I don't think he's ever going to be the quarterback you know.
But I like Josh Allen.
I like
that. There's a really good crop of quarterbacks that are ready to take this league to the next level. Like this is like I don't want to go against Deshaun Watson if he did what they say he did. That's horrible. But the football player, we're talking about just the football aspect. Him and Mahomes and Herbert and Allen and Burrow, like we're gonna have some really good. Like when Brady and Rodgers and them hang this up, the league is in good shape with these quarterbacks that are coming behind them. You know what I'm saying? So that's the best. That's what I'm excited about football in general. Is that we all grew up with Peyton and Brady and Rodgers and Breeze, but it seems like there's another 5 or 6 guys like that right behind them. Can't leave out Lamar. Right? I'm not gonna leave out Lamar. Lamar's up there.
Yeah, Lamar up there. He's exciting.
No, the league's in good hands. They're gonna be in good hands.
Yeah.
Who looks like they're not in good hands right now are the Sixers, but player.
I mean, why would you say they're not? They look like they're in great hands with the GOAT out there.
I mean,
with the GOAT.
I'm with you.
Did you see the new meme? Did you see the new meme?
Nah.
Listen, every move Jordan did, Kobe did, and B did.
Okay, I did see that.
He's a unicorn, baby.
I seen that.
He's a unicorn, baby.
We're taping this. We're taping this the day after he dropped the 50-piece nugget again.
Yeah.
Lost.
No, we won last night.
We won. Oh, I'm sorry.
You fell asleep.
Yeah, they were losing.
Yeah,
and then MB came back into the game.
Forgive me, y'all. They're gonna grind me up on that.
Hey, no, we were losing for a long part of that game.
Yeah,
and because Mo Bamba decided.
I went down.
Mo Bamba decided to cook Andre Drummond.
I was in them cheeks. But
I don't know what happened. I don't know what happened. Mo Bamba turned into Steph Curry yesterday,
right?
And dropped 7 threes on us, but MB came through and righted the ship. Got Bamba in foul trouble, sat him down. But he dropped 50 in 27 minutes.
You still want to give Simmons away for 4 trash bags?
Yes, because right now we're dealing with more injuries, right? No Thibault, no Danny Green, no Shake Milton. We have Charlie Brown. Shout out to Charlie Brown. He's from Frankfurt, went to St. Joe's. He earned himself a full season contract with the Sixers. But right now he started yesterday, right? So meanwhile, Embiid got to drop 40 every game for us to win. You know what I'm saying?
What place are we in?
We are right now. I think if I look yesterday, it's either 5th or 6th, but we're only 2 games out of first place. So the top 6 are only separated by 2 games.
We need to get them trash bags. Like we doing good with what we got.
No, because we need more trash bags.
We ain't gonna be a threat though. I mean, when it gets
and
it's
crazy. We beat every team above us on the road. We went into Miami and beat Miami. We went into
what's up with our home record this year? We used to be a problem when they came in.
I don't know.
Now everybody coming in and smacking us around at the crib.
Bro, we beat
Brooklyn.
We beat Brooklyn in Brooklyn. We beat Chicago twice. We beat the Heat. Like, we beat all the teams above us. But if we go play a team like Charlotte, or a team like, who beat us the other night besides Charlotte? The other team that beat us. Because we beat Miami, then it was Charlotte. Then before, the game before that, we lost to somebody. Like, we lost to somebody, then beat the Celtics, then lost to nobody, and beat the Heat. It was like we get up for the big teams. Like, Joe gets super serious for the big games, and especially on the road. He's a monster.
They gagged him last year. I didn't like the Joker. I don't like the Joker. I don't care about the Joker.
You see what the Joker did last night? Joker must have looked at Embiid because he got 49.
I don't like
last night. I don't like Joker either, but I'm just saying. Do I think he's MVP? I think he's working his way back into the conversation, which is why I'm so mad that Light Skin is still on the team, because if you get this man some help, we are a threat in the Eastern Conference.
I read somewhere, I actually heard it on the radio, they brought up the De'Aaron Fox situation.
Yeah.
And apparently over there, rumors behind in Sacramento is that he has his claim has declined a little bit. Now it could be the fact that he's over there in that cesspool, he's just not liking it anymore. But they're saying that they feel like he's already reached his max and that he's starting to decline a little bit or not.
Yeah.
Be as
and they want to build around Tyrese Halliburton.
Right. So I heard that and I said, well, damn, I don't want him to come over here.
No, bring him over here.
Not if he's starting to descend already.
He's going to decline because every single night you're the best player on the worst team.
I just don't hope he come over here.
He's playing with Joe.
And it's just
you playing with just run the pick and roll. Just run the pick and roll. Like there's so many rumors to find out today because Daryl Morey was on 97.5 again today.
Yeah,
and he said that the way Embiid is playing is kind of making him be willing to take some players that he wasn't willing to take before because of how great Embiid's playing. I wonder who said that. Me. Just get some players here to help him out. I heard one rumor we heard was Porzingis and Jalen Brunson. Part of, again, it's all mixes and matches, right? Porzingis and Brunson. Atlanta might be ready to come off of Collins.
Why would Porzingis want to come here now when he was once the player who said, I ain't going to Philly? Remember he said
that because now he's on his third team that don't want him. right? Now
I
you
think
put
it's
him.
about him.
Now you put him on the stretch
there.
4 next to Embiid.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So he should play off Embiid. That's just one team, one name messes up. I heard Atlanta might be they're trying to make a splash. They might be in, so they might be willing to give up John Collins and Kevin Herter.
Can we go on my little bag, my little whisk bag? And they say keep him, and we hoping for Harden to say he wants out of the Nets.
Yeah.
And we can make a play for
But that's not
Harden.
till the all season.
I'd rather wait.
Just move Tobias. Just move Tobias in the all season and get Harden.
Tobias is hurt, right? Shoulder hurt.
I mean, he played Harden.
I seen the little suction cup things.
I mean, he's always had those things.
Kobe used to do it. Kobe said it works for him. It ain't working for Tobias.
You know, a lot of things ain't working for Tobias Harris.
They were saying at one point, I heard to package him in Ben Simmons. I'm with that.
That's
I'll drive them both to whatever destination it is.
Drive them both there?
I'll drive them both there. I'll drive them.
There's a lot of money coming off the books.
That's all right.
Yeah, I know. Listen, I have no problem taking
So now
Harden.
with that, right?
Yeah.
Say we get rid of both of them. Now I need a Ferrari and a bunch of trash bags. You got the room to get it, right?
Okay. Well, it depends how you go about getting it. Again, the NBA language and contracts is a little weird. If we're getting rid of them at the same time, we are shipping out $70 million worth of salary. In some form or fashion,
We gotta get that back.
you have to get at least $56 million back.
Okay, we can get that.
Right.
We get one nice start.
One nice start.
And
so I believe to get rid of both at the same time, it has to be a 3 or 4 team trade.
yeah.
So you know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
some expiring contracts move around somewhere. Morey will get the one guy that you're talking about, right?
Right.
The top 20 guy,
Right.
a bunch of trash bags, and then he can let the trash bags go at the end of the season if Harden decides to opt out, and then give Tobias his money to
You
Harden.
think Harden will come here?
Yes.
Yeah.
So I think Harden will come here.
His relationship with Morey is strong, so I think that.
Morey's the guy that believed in him.
And then you gotta think about something. His game, right? What's the best big man to play his game that he likes to play?
Actually, it's not Embiid.
Who would it be?
Probably somebody like Capella, maybe. So
Why
he
wouldn't you
needs
say it would be
because he needs his center to be able to roll and take the lob. That's not Embiid's strong point. Embiid's biggest strong point is to set the screen and then pop
I got you.
and get the ball on the other side. So he likes the Capellas that will force the defender to cover the lob a little bit more, or take an old school, a little Theo Ratliff from back in the day, right?
Right.
You know, one of those types of things. Now, of course, Embiid don't make anything work because they run a nice 2-man game with Steph Curry. So I'm pretty sure he can make it work with Harden.
Yeah, I think he could.
You know what I'm saying?
I think
So-
he could. That's my pipe. My pipe dream first was Damian, of course, and then look, Dame, you get hurt, and now what?
Yeah.
See, Dame should have came to Philly, but it would be James Harden. James Harden would be ideal.
I think he would have no problem coming here on the strength of, you know, Morey's the one that went to Oklahoma City and got him out of there to make him the star of the league, right? So I think his allegiance to him, his belief in Morey that Morey will do whatever he needs to build a team around Harden.
And I'll take my favorite part-time player, Kyrie, if he can come over here.
No, I don't have time for no part-time dudes. I don't want him telling Embiid that the earth is flat. You know what I'm saying? I need Embiid's focus.
To Brooklyn?
Huh?
It was to get me Harden.
Why?
If it's to get me Harden,
Why though?
then he ain't gonna haunt us. Trust me, he ain't gonna
I
haunt
don't
us.
know. Ben used to shut Harden down.
This is my problem. I just don't want it to be. Who do we get for Barkley? Hornacek, Andrew,
Tim Perry,
Andrew
Lang.
That's what I don't want for Ben Simmons.
Yeah.
I don't want.
You know, see, when you get that example, I understand how you feel.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, but that's the example.
That's what I don't want for Ben Simmons. I don't care.
There's a little bit of
The
difference.
whole thing was when we got rid of Barkley, we didn't have a B here.
Yeah.
I get that.
That's the only reason why I'm saying.
I get that, but I still
You know
don't.
what I'm saying? We didn't have. They got basically when they got rid of Barkley, they traded the team.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We didn't have
Because
nothing.
Barkley said I don't want to be here.
Yeah.
Barkley
wanted
was a
out.
cancer in the locker room.
Yeah, he won it out, and Ben Simmons forced his way. That was a different. But it's.
No, I'm talking about for our talent that was still here.
Right,
when Barkley
right.
left. When Barkley left, that was it.
But I'm looking at it just strictly from what we got for Barkley. I don't ever want to see that again happen to us because we got.
What Soupa's trying to say, that part makes sense.
Yeah.
The problem is, like he said, we still haven't beat here. So it's not about getting fair
We
value
traded out
for
best player
Bentley
for
as
nothing. Like,
individuals.
All right,
Let's just get some
You know what I'm
pieces that
saying?
fit around
Just
Joe.
like if we could get rid of Embiid for a bunch of trash players, no, I'm not doing that. I'm on board with you 100%.
Right,
But Ben could go. He's not really adding to nothing.
That's why I was like, yo, give me Malcolm Brogdon and Kyrie LeVert. And let's just
gotta
go.
get Embiid some type of help.
Yeah.
I understand. What y'all think about the Lakers with the struggles they're going through?
Hey, old man.
I love to see it.
Yeah,
I knew Westbrook wasn't going to be anything out there. And every time I try to tell people, no, Westbrook, listen, they're not going to play well together. Westbrook only cares about personal stats, and for him to be successful, his usage rate has to be at the top of the league, and he only plays when the ball in his hand. He don't set screen, he don't cut the lane, he doesn't care about playing defense. All he wants to do is have high usage rate. That's how he won his MVP.
And the rumor is Frank is day to day. He might get fired any day now.
The rumor is there is no rumor. They benched Westbrook last night in the fourth quarter of the game.
Yeah.
Like, it's already unraveling. And of course LeBron's going to get the coach out of there because that's the easiest thing to change. He ain't going to admit that all the players he wanted don't play well together. Like, Frank Vogel can't be that bad of a coach when he just won the title 2 years ago.
And me personally, guys,
Anthony Davis got fat.
It might really be time for like people to start looking at LeBron like he gonna do anything.
Well, if you remember a couple episodes back, I asked you, E, are we watching LeBron at the end of his career? Like we watched Mike, like we watched Kobe. Is LeBron descending now? We've seen Bron for so many years be at the top. Are we really starting to watch the decline of a great superstar go down as he finishes off his career?
So if you look at him play, it's hard to say that. Now, is he still 23-year-old LeBron, like jumping through everybody? No.
But
his numbers are still there. I think the problem is the league has so much more talent now that he needs help.
Yeah.
And all the guys he got to help him aren't out there helping.
Yeah.
I just never seen him as injured as much as I seen him. Like,
well, that is, of course, that's father time, of course.
Right.
Which is why he needs help. Which is why Brooklyn did what they did when get out Kevin Durant and Durant carry him a couple weeks, and then Kyrie can carry him a couple weeks, and so on and so forth. LeBron thought he was getting that. He said, okay, let me get Westbrook. I have AD. Westbrook is an energy guy. He's never really hurt. He plays hard every night. He can carry us through November and December, right? And then Anthony Davis can kind of get us through January and February. And then here comes LeBron with the cable on, playing March and April and through the playoffs. Problem is, those other guys around him aren't doing anything. And now we have LeBron looking pedestrian, even though his numbers are still on par with everything he usually does. I think he's still at, what, 25, 8, and 8?
Yeah.
Right? He's still around there, but the impact on the game
it's not the same.
It's not the same because everybody else around him isn't doing, like, he was being carried by Malik Monk for like 2 weeks. Malik Monk was on fire. Like, where's Carmelo at? You know what I'm saying? Where's Avery Bradley at? Where's all these
old? Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, they're all old.
Honestly, bro, I'm gonna keep it 100 with y'all. After they won in the bubble, I'd retire. We had nothing off the prove.
We know why he didn't retire. We talked about it last week or the week before. He's waiting for his son to come in.
Yeah. Nothing off the prove.
He's going to be, if his contract runs out the same year that his son can be drafted, wherever his son gets drafted at, there's a good chance that he'll sign a free agent deal with whatever that team is.
You think backdoor they might pull an Eli Manning if they try to send him to the wrong team?
Absolutely. Listen, with Clutch Sports,
somebody's gonna be desperate to pick Bron. I feel like
because they know LeBron's gonna come with him. They're gonna sell tickets. They're gonna sell tickets. And that would be hilarious. What I would love to see, like let Cleveland get that pick,
right,
and pick Bronny, and then see all the media takes on that. Is LeBron going to go back to Cleveland, or is Bronny the reincarnation to bring Cavs back to relevance? Like all that type of shit.
No, you're right, man. We definitely agree, man. Lakers suck and they get what they deserve. But you spoke on defense, and I'm trying to figure out.
Once they win that, it's a wrap.
I'm trying to figure out what is the best defense for the city of Philly right now, with everything that's going on, man. With these carjackings that you talked about earlier, like what is going on, guys? What do we do out here?
What you got with that, Soup?
I'm strapped. I don't know what y'all doing. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm saying on camera. Yeah. Y'all try to jump in my car and pop niggas. You know, I'm not playing around. I ain't playing around.
Yeah, but there's
no, on the serious note, it's getting serious. They don't care who's behind them.
Like, where's the money going? Like, where's the money at? Is the chop shops popping up all over the place? You know, is it legal breakdown of the cars? Are these auto dealerships looking for used cars to make their money up? Like, something got to be going. It ain't just a rash of random carjackings happen all over the city. Mm-hmm. There's something underneath.
It's money involved.
There's something in the belly of the beast that's going on that got to be pursuing this, because it's from, there was what, 1 or 2 up at Willow Grove the other day.
Yeah. Broad daylight.
Broad daylight. Willow, like, come on, cuz Willow Grove.
And at the end of the day, y'all, a lot of y'all messed up that PUA money. Y'all messed up that PPP money. Y'all messed up that money that came from fake floods in y'all
face.
Whatever money was it? The rent assistance money, like whatever money the government gave, and y'all squandered it, and now y'all all doing carjackings. It is what it is right now.
Yes, sir.
It is what it is. And all y'all carjackers not winning because the Uber boy, he popped both boys.
Both of them, right.
You know what I'm saying? So all y'all not even winning.
You knew it was getting crazy when people started climbing underneath your car to steal your catalytic converter.
Mm-hmm. And boys got killed doing that.
Like how
Yeah.
what you gotta do to climb underneath somebody's car and cut off their catalytic converter?
The recent one I saw was they tried to carjack the old man who was 60 years old. He got out and let him have it.
Yeah.
They thought because he was old, he wasn't
Yeah,
strapped.
I ran into a dude like my pop.
Now,
you know what I'm saying?
now there's an incident. There's an incident that just happened, I think last night, where a younger guy got carjacked and he shot the guy and killed him, but he wasn't licensed to carry.
Yeah.
So now,
Me.
right. but it's put like this. I'm willing to do that 5 before I get carried by 6.
Yeah.
So it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? Like it is what it is. Protect yourself at all.
The crazy thing
is
is it's the working people. Like I work for my shit. You know what I'm saying? I pay my shit.
That's why I got a problem.
Like
if you want to rob somebody, go get the jack boy. That's part of the game.
Yeah, that's right. I was
rob
gonna
them.
say you talked about this early in our podcast. If you in the street and you're doing street shit, then whatever happens, and it's part of the game. But you're trying to take people's car. Like we out here, like us real men and women that are working. Don't try to take my shit that I'm working 9 to 5, 10 to 6. You know what I'm saying?
Trying to build my pension, you trying to take a piece of that? Like,
right.
But what the thing is, though, because you got to think, the average boy that's on the hunt, he wants something easy.
Yeah,
of course.
He not running up on nobody who on the corner, who hustling all day, because he know 9 out of 10, he ain't strapped where he out there with strapped.
Yeah.
He wants something easy.
Yeah.
That's really what it's about.
But they learn the hard way. The easy one is strapped, and we letting them have it. Like you said, you come on over here. It might be night, man.
But that's why I tell people who, if you're in a position to get a license to carry and you don't feel safe, get it.
Get it.
Yeah.
Get it.
Whether you like guns or not, get yourself, protect yourself.
Especially if you're staying here.
Yeah.
Stay in the field.
If
Right?
you're staying inside, if you're staying inside.
If you like to hang out in the inner city, downtown, and the hood and all that, make sure you're right, man. Because these boys, they not having no picks, and they're younger, so usually we'll look for somebody of our age. I gotta look at these 16-year-old dudes like I do a straight goon off the block that I know is with it.
Yeah.
I can't trust you. You know what I'm saying?
And on top of that, everybody wearing masks nowadays.
Oh yeah.
So everybody is suspect. You know what I'm saying? Everyone can be the one that's trying to get you now.
Only dudes that got happy about masks were street dudes that was out there like, yes.
Everybody blending in
finally.
together.
You know what I
Right.
mean?
Everybody blending in together.
They wear their hoods and their masks, but you know when you walk to your car, ladies and gentlemen, man, make sure you're safe. You look at your surroundings. If they don't look right, try to go back. You know,
especially for y'all women, because they don't care about you being a woman.
And I know it's gonna sound,
they don't care.
I know it's gonna sound hard, but man, stay off your phones when you in there.
Yes.
They're catching y'all when y'all trying to send out that tweet. You're trying to go live while you're driving, trying to do your little TikTok while you're in the car, whatever. Look, that's when they're running up on y'all.
And occasionally when you park, look around, man. You know, use your rearview mirror. It's there for a reason.
Yeah.
Make sure you're not being followed. When you park on the block, don't just park, get out the car, and look around.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with calling your husband, your boyfriend, your son, or somebody to come to the door until you get into the house. I'm telling you, it's getting bad out here, y'all. We're in the last days. I don't know if you read your Bible, your Quran, your Torah, whatever you read, we're in the last days.
Yeah,
and it's going to get goofier out here.
Yeah. They're going to get way more goofy before it gets better, I'll tell you that much.
Gotta protect yourself, man. It's just, the spree of violence that's going around, the senseless killing, the girls getting killed by boyfriends, these dudes not knowing how to handle rejection and
it's the yams.
carjacking.
I told you the yams is different though.
Yeah, they got different yams then?
Different.
I wouldn't know about that.
It's like a different type of yam out here now, where the bulls like if they get cut off and it's like nobody else can have it.
What you know about
the right? My wife's still living. I ain't trying to kill my wife. You know what I'm saying? And I want to stay with it because I don't want to get exposed to nothing that once you say I can't have it no more, you gotta go.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because there's something going on.
I don't want that.
I don't want nothing that good. You gotta die because I can't have this no more. Yeah, so whatever y'all doing with the new yams, y'all stop doing that too.
On that note, y'all, we're gonna wrap this episode up.
Oh, but remember, I didn't cut you off. It costs nothing to show love. I didn't say it in the beginning. I'm gonna say it now, man. It costs nothing to show love. Go ahead, E.
It costs nothing to show love, so please like, comment, share, subscribe to our channels, man. We appreciate it. We're doing this not only because we like doing this, but we know we have a faithful following, so we're doing it for y'all, man. So if you like us, if you watch us every week, please, man, it doesn't hurt to share it. Hit that share button. We all on social media, man. It only takes 2 seconds to share something. Show some love. We appreciate everybody. The followers have been going up. The views have been going up, man. We just want to keep going and going. We want to keep doing this for y'all. We're not doing this for money. We're not doing this for fame. We're doing it because we just like doing it, and we appreciate all the time that y'all give us watching. So again, like, comment, share, subscribe. Hit us up. Let us know if you betting and you making money.
We ain't doing this for money.
If you got a bag, I'm making the same.
We gonna take the bag.
If it's a bag in there,
We gonna if you want to promote something on our channel.
If you ain't this podcast game for the money and the fame, what's your
Yeah,
purpose?
no. We will gladly accept the bag, but we
love
ain't
what we
doing
do.
it for
We
you.
love what we do.
We love kicking it to y'all. And for some of y'all out there that think me and H don't like each other,
Oh yeah,
That's a lie, man.
H is my guy.
Yo,
But the reason why we do this podcast is because, like any other debate, it takes heated, passionate discussion to get the point across. That's what makes us good, because we're both passionate in what we believe in. But H is my guy.
Well,
Yes,
my
there's a
man.
couple times I want to smack the shit out of him, right? But it don't mean I don't love him. You know what I'm saying? So again, y'all, we love all of y'all.
All love,
Like,
all
comment,
love.
share, subscribe. Superstars of Sports podcast.
We real
on
friends, y'all. We
YouTube.
really say right each other. That's what we
Google
do.
Play, Apple Pods, underneath the War Room Sports banner, and now again on Spin Wax Radio. So please, y'all, we love you. Keep it one.
Peace.
How you doing, everybody? We'll be talking about for the picks for the NFL games on. Are there games on Saturday? Saturday and
Yep.
Sunday. Divisional round, right?
Yep.
Yes.
All right. So this time I'm changing up differently. I'm gonna have the game, and then I'm gonna add 3 key player props because there's only 4 games, and I mean, unless you're just dumping $500 on one game, I mean, go ahead. But you know, more odds, the better, more money. First game, we got Tennessee versus Cincinnati. I like Tennessee -3.
Derrick Henry.
Derrick Henry's back. It's just a whole lot of, I don't know what to tell you, man. That boy is just a monster. For the player prop, I have him rushing a touchdown. Easily, I think he scores. I think he'll be the same. A lot of people's questioning to see if he'll be the same running back. I think that man's a monster. I do like Jamar Chase over 60 yards receiving. It's been a hammer every year. All year. I think that's his favorite target. I don't think nobody on Tennessee can guard him. And I also like A.J. Brown over 60 yards receiving.
You got to remember with that player prop, Cincinnati just lost one of their starting defensive tackles in last week's game.
Yep.
So they're a little light on the defensive end.
Yep.
So if you add Derrick Henry coming back, on the fact that they had a couple defensive players get hurt.
Right. And Julio is playing.
He's been hurt all
So, next game, Niners versus Packers.
Shout out to the Niners with them bum ass
Right,
Cowboys
right,
out of
right.
there.
Fred Warner, right? That's his name?
Yeah, the linebacker.
Yep, and Bosa will play
Yeah.
against the Packers.
This could be a long day for Aaron.
Yeah, so the spread is moved down to 4.5 because they are playing, but I like Niners plus 7.5.
Really?
It's in Green Bay.
Ooh.
Last time they played, Packers had to go down with 30 seconds,
Right.
kick a field goal.
Right.
Niners defense is crazy. I like their defense.
You think their running game going to keep Rodgers off of the field?
Yes, but I mean, even as long as you take Rodgers off the field, he's still dangerous once you touch the field. I like Debo to score. I'm gonna keep that going. He's been scoring the last 4 games.
Player
He's a
prop.
key player prop. He's a key part of their offense, other than Elijah Mitchell. I think Kittle's still on a slow slump. I don't know what they're doing with Kittle. I like Devontae Adams score a touchdown.
Oh, that's a bucket.
The dude with the 3 names,
Valdez
Valdez,
Scantling.
he's not playing.
Oh.
So I also like Devontae Adams over 80 yards receiving.
Oh, that means a lot too.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I like that.
I see you taking notes over there. Ace.
Next game, Tampa
Still
Bay
more
versus
Sunday
LA.
morning.
They do have the Bucks -3. I like the Rams plus 6.5. Now they don't have to win. I just don't think Brady's beating them by 3.
Ooh.
Who you think gonna win?
I think y'all win, but 6.5 is at -3.
It's a cover.
Yeah,
It's a cover. It's a cover.
It's a
You bet.
cover.
Yeah.
I like Fournette is back, so I like Fournette touchdown. I like Cam Akers touchdown. I think he's taking control of the ball. It showed versus Arizona that he was getting most of the work. I like him scoring a rushing touchdown. I do like Cooper Kupp over 90 yards receiving.
Playoff Lenny.
So next one, I got Kansas City and Buffalo.
Mm.
I like Kansas City over 53.5.
Okay.
Just
Shoot up.
over.
Shoot up.
I put 4 player props for this one. I like Travis Kelce touchdown. I like Singletary, Buffalo's running back, to score a touchdown. And I like Dawson Knox to score a touchdown.
That's Buffalo.
That's Allen's favorite target other than Diggs. I feel like in the passing game, it's going to be cold there. I mean, obviously they're from Buffalo, so the color means nothing to them. They were throwing in 6-degree weather, and I like Tyreek Hill over 60 yards receiving. That's it for the picks.
Who did you
Thank
pick to win that game?
No,
He didn't make a pick. He just wants the over. 56 the over. 53 the over. I think Buffalo's going in there and winning. I think Buffalo's going in there and winning.
Yeah, me too.
So next week, guys, we're going to start bringing back NBA. You know, we're focusing on the playoffs because that's the hot thing right now. Also, stay tuned as football starts to wind down. We're going to start increasing our college basketball picks, getting ready for March Madness. So as the football starts to go away, we'll obviously have your NBA games, and we're going to start touching on your college basketball. A lot of money to be made with some of these small colleges out there. A lot of overs, a lot of big time mismatches where you can stack up your bread. So stay tuned for this. College basketball coming up, NBA coming up, but right now it's all about the NFL playoffs. Thanks a lot.